and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a little summer slash autumn transitional makeup look. I really hope you enjoy the video and let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start off with my brows, and I've literally been tinting them probably every couple of days with the Makeup Revolution brow tint, and this is in the shade Taupe, and it just makes filling in the brows so much easier because I find that mine are a bit light for my personal taste. So if they look a bit dark, that's why. But when they've been tinted like this, I usually just give them a brush, and I usually fill in just the front of the brow because that's like where I like to get that little bit of just extra definition, but I don't use loads of them. So this is the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil, and this is in Taupe as well, I think. Yeah. So this has got like a little tiny angled pencil like that. And so I just start at the front and I just sort of literally just define that bottom edge, and that's how I've been doing it, rather than like making them too square or anything. I've literally just been defining the underneath and the tail a little bit. And again, if you like a more natural brow look, you could quite easily just tint them and maybe add a bit of brow gel, but I quite like mine to look quite defined because I just think it suits me. People who can pull off really messy brows, I'm jealous. I wish I could pull that off, but sadly I can't. Then just taking a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's gonna focus. Maybe not. You know what it looks like. It's the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. And I'm just running a little bit of this just through the very front. Just because I like the fluffy brow look, but I can't pull it off on like my whole brows. I can kind of do it just on the like very front part. Okay, next I'm going to go in with a recent favourite of mine. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat Blur Primer. It's a bit of a tongue twister. And it's the primer that's got the little gold flakes in it. This is just a sample size. And again, I've literally used this a few times, but I used it with double wear and I really liked how it looked. I mean, usually I'm not the biggest fan of like super matte skin. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like the way it looked. And I just like to blend this in with my hands, and like I like work it into the skin quite well, because I find like this is actually, I thought this was going to be like a really hydrating primer, but I'd say it's more so on the mattifying side really. It smells literally so good. It smells incredible. I'm now just taking a mix of Estee Lauder Double Wear in Desert Beige and Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foundation in Fair Neutral. And I know that's like a really random combo, but like the double wear shade I have is a little bit too dark, and I think that Tarte one is so thin it mixes really nicely with other foundations. So if you just want to slightly edit the colour, it's perfect just to add in, and it makes it a little bit more radiant as well, which I really like. So if you're somebody who's got a foundation that you find is maybe a bit dark or even just like a bit thick, using a nice thinner foundation, you'll keep that same coverage, but you might just get a bit more of a smoother application. And I'm just running that quite lightly on the skin. I don't want to go too heavy. And I'm just using a BH Cosmetics 113 brush, but literally any buffing brush will do. Again, I'm still not one of those people who can use a beauty blender for their whole foundation. For concealer, yes, but for my whole foundation, no, I just feel like it doesn't work for me. I feel like I look a bit pale, but that's literally just the story of my life. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Light Beige. It's this one. I know some people really love this, and for some reason I was like, it doesn't really seem like I'll really like it. I don't know why. And then I think it's literally like a £5, and I went in and just bought it. And I'm obsessed. I really love this concealer. It's just fantastic. Like, not even as a drugstore more affordable concealer, I just like it. I think it's really nice, and I've tried like so many concealers. I've tried all of the big brands. I tried the NARS ones. I used to have the NARS one and I absolutely loved it, and then I felt like it ran out so fast. That's the only thing. Okay, I'm just going to use a bit of the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent Light, and I'm just going to pop that on with this Beauty Bakery brush. Beauty Bakery brush. Yeah, that is right. It doesn't sound right though, does it? Oh, it's just weird. So for like blush and highlight, I'm just going to go into this Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I can't remember what shade this is in. Does it say on the top? Oh, it's in the Bronze Sands edition. It just looks like this. And I got this when they did basically a kit where you got a tote bag and then 4 makeup products. And this is the one that I got, the little highlighter palette. So I'm just going to go in with the blush, which is Bora Bora, and a bit of Maldives, which is the highlighter. And for these more sort of like, when I've been wearing this kind of makeup look, instead of doing like loads of bronzer, I've just been doing like a really nice glowy blush and kind of just taking it quite high up on the cheek. So, you know, you don't look like too overly sun-kissed, because this is kind of like a transitional sort of look in between summer and autumn. And I think if you look like you got too, I don't want to put like too much bronzer on, but I think it's nice to just add some colour into the skin. And as you can see, that blush and highlight has like a really nice reflection to it. So it just makes the skin look really nice and healthy. And I usually dust a bit on my nose. E-girls, you know. That's what they love. They love their blush on their nose. Honestly, it was a cultural reset when e-girls started putting blush on their nose, because I feel like everybody kind of does it now, or like, I don't know, maybe that's just in my mind. Okay, so now we're going to start with like the really exciting part. So this is my little collaboration palette with Beautonomy. So Beautonomy is like a really cool website. You can go on there and you can basically pick from like a range of shades and make your own palette. So these are the colours that I picked, and you also get to pick the design on the front. So this is actually a sunset photograph that I took, and this palette is called the Summer Sunset palette. And I like this because this is like a transitional kind of palette. I mean, I know it's called like the Summer Sunset, but the colours in here work so nicely going into autumn as well, because I basically chose a range of really nice warm tone shades. I mean, this is like my dream palette. Like, these are the kind of colours that I love. I love the little berry moment we've got going here as well, and I tried to use like a matte and a shimmer that would sort of go together, and you obviously can mix between them as well. And I'll have the colour names listed down below, but all the names here that you can see, I actually named the colours myself. So this one is just Peachy, this one's Glowing, this is Rose, this is Sunset, this is Sunrise, Golden Hour, Sangria and Ember. So I got to pick out the names, and then it came printed like that. And you can also use my code MandyTheMermaid20 and you can get 20% off if you buy a Beautonomy palette. And it was just so fun to make, so thank you so much to Beautonomy for sending this over. This video isn't sponsored, but they did send this to me for review, and I really do enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and give this a little go. I have used this a few times already, but I really like the looks I've created with it, so that's what I'm going to be using for you today. So I'm going to start off with a Spectrum BO6 brush, which is just your classic tapered blending brush. I'm going for a slightly like deeper look, because I'm kind of doing sort of like more like nighttime, kind of like transitional sort of look. But I'm going to start off with a bit of just Peachy, which is this lightest colour here. And one thing I like about this palette is sometimes small palettes, they don't have a mirror in, but this one actually does, so that's nice. You probably just saw the outside of some trees, which is what I'm standing in front of. So I'm going to just go in with that brush, and I'm just going to, I literally didn't pick any up the first time, I wasn't even looking. And I'm just going to start feathering that into the crease. And I'm going to take this up a little bit higher as well, because I don't want it to be, you know, just purely focused on the crease. I quite like it to be a little bit smokier, especially with that lighter colour. You can really, you know, blend it in. And once you've really worked it into the skin, you get that really nice gradient effect. I'll just pop that colour on both eyes. Now going in with this Makeup Revolution brush, it literally doesn't have a number on it. All my brushes are clean for once, literally. How amazing is that? So I'm just going into Sunset, which is that sort of deeper shade. This one just here, which is the nice matte colour. And I'm using that in the very corner of the crease as well. And I'm just buffing that into that just Peachy shade. This brush is really nice, just for getting a bit of colour right in the outer corner. And it's good if you don't want to, you know, over blend something too much. I'll just prime my lids with a bit of the NYX Glitter Primer, and I think I'm going to go into Ember, and I might mix a little bit into Golden Hour. Like I said, I want this to be a slightly deeper look, which is why I wanted to go in with Ember. Oh yeah, no, I love that. I haven't had a chance to use this colour yet, and I really, really like it for creating that sort of really bronzy finish. That's what I was going for when I picked this one. I thought it would go really nicely with the other warm tones. So I've just gone ahead and popped Ember onto the lid, and as you can see, it's got a really amazing shimmer. Like the reflections in it are so nice. Almost got this really sort of like pearlescent, like not glitter, but you know how you get that nice sheen off of glitter. I love the shimmers in this palette. And then I've taken, it didn't film for some reason. I've taken a little bit of Sunrise and I've used that right on the inner corner, and I really like that as an inner corner highlight because it's not glittery, it's just like a soft shimmer. So it's really, really nice for the inner corner, and then just under the first third of the lower lash line as well. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm using a brown liner, and I don't usually use a brown liner, but I thought I'd just, you know, I've been changing it up a little bit. I found this brown liner lying around, and what can I say? I've been using it literally all the time. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on. Do you ever just have that one really specific lip gloss that you want and then you can't find it and you feel like no other thing is going to be the same? That's me right now. I'm just lining my lips with Barry M's lip liner in Go To. Yes. I love this lip liner. It's literally the best for doing that like darker lip liner and like a lip gloss look. It's very like 90s. Oh, it's recording. So, instead of using the lip gloss I wanted to use, I was going to use Fenty. Can't find it. But I really like this. This is the Stila lip gloss in Kitten. It's like so pretty. It's like that beautiful champagne-y lip gloss kind of colour. But yeah, I guess this is literally the finished look. Sorry about like my hair. It's just not having a day of it today. So I've probably been faffing with it a lot, which I always do. So yeah, here's the finished look. I've literally just got some really nice warm toned eyes. Sounds like I'm complimenting myself. I just love these colours, and I think it's really nice for a little transitional look on those days where you don't really know what makeup to wear, but you still want to look kind of cute. So this is pretty much what I've been wearing almost every day recently. Yeah, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again to Beautonomy for sending me this super cute little palette. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you guys want to see as well. I know a couple of my videos have had some like random comments on, but I do want to start getting back into making some videos. So if you've got any ideas, literally just let me know down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!